Oh, no hands. Of course, while we're playing. Hello, good afternoon. Today I am going to show you a few things about the Oberheim Cyclone, a little bit of a guided tour. All right, here's the unit. Right now it's in bypass. So anything we play on the keyboard goes right through to the synthesizer. Local control is off on the virus, so it has to pass through the Cyclone first. All right, let's turn it on. We're in program 16 here. This is going to be your standard up and down arpeggiation. Now we've defined a zone of the keyboard right now to do the arpeggios. The other zone we're free to play in. We can also make this zone a little bit smaller if we want, just by changing the high note from G4, change it down to C4. So now, okay. So now let's say we wanted to bring in another zone. We'll set zone 2 to be this area here. Slightly different sound. Okay, good. 2 zone. Still using the pulse. Still using one note at a time as the mode. Of course, if we wanted to change the mode, we could easily change it to 2 notes at a time, and then each zone would be playing 2 of its notes. Pardon my less than stellar playing. Okay, still pretty basic stuff. The order that we have chosen to have them play back in is an up-down order. Here. It goes up and back down again. Now we can set that to, my preferred order most of the time is as received forward. So okay. But we're still using that pulse. We're still using that 8th note pulse. What if we wanted to have something a little bit more human, say? I'm going to change a few settings here. We're going to change the mode from 1 note at a time to as recorded. We're going to change the order. We're going to keep the order at received forward. Now we're going to change our rhythm to recorded rhythm. Okay, each preset in the Cyclone has a 32-note record buffer. So we can fill that up with any notes we want. When we hit record, we get a nice little click track there. Right, so yeah, nice little, it'll work for our purposes. So once we've got this, when we play notes in the zones, not only we're going to get the same rhythm back, we're also going to get that same grouping. In the record buffer, where 2 or more notes are playing, 2 or more notes will play in each of the zones. Let's turn on manual control so that we can do some transposition. We've defined this as the root note here, this G. So let's see. Let's take it up a fourth. Oh, out of range. We've actually defined the top of our control area to be this B. So yeah, we'll use the B flat there. And back down to G. Now, if we wanted to transpose up a fourth, we could just go down a fifth. Now, the notes that we play in our control zones get transposed right along with the rest of it. So we don't have to figure out a new key to play in. Whatever we were playing with it in the first place should work just fine. And you can transpose right in the middle of the phrase. Turn off manual control there. And we're also going to turn off the record buffer. So now, with that gone, the two zones here will still use its rhythm and sense of grouping. Let's go back to our pulse rhythm and let's bring our record buffer back. They're still moving in the order that we play them in. Let's do that and then backwards. Put it back to one note at a time. And just for fun, let's change our pulse note from an 8th note to a 16th note to liven it up a little bit. Manual control back on. So now we got this pulse note. What if we could... I've got an idea. Go to our control options. Go to pedal 3. We're going to turn that one into a latched edit. Press down pedal 3. Then we'll go back to our recorded rhythm. Release pedal 3. How nice. While we're here using this pulse, maybe we should check out another mode here. Right now it's fixed on one note at a time. But what we can do is we can tell this guy to divide the notes that are in the record buffer up by some number from 2 to 8 and put them out in groups based on that division. So here's a proportionate 8 grouping for the notes that are in the record buffer. Here we go. Maybe we want to be able to use pedal 4 to change that. We're going to do a held edit this time. Go to mode. And fixed 1. Once we change our mode back to proportionate 8, now when we press the pedal, now the proportionate mode carries over when we change the rhythm. Let's save it, because I've got pedal 2 right now set up to jump to the next program, where I've already recorded a different rhythm in. Now, when we press pedal 2 again, it goes back to our look, Ma, no hands. Of course, while we're playing. All right, we're just getting started, but this is the Oberheim Cyclone. All right. Thank you.